Only a few things are more painful in your career than being overlooked for a well-deserved promotion. If you've ever been there, you will agree with me that it's hard to describe the feeling of disappointment that washed over you in that moment. And in this video, I'm sharing 5 practical steps that you can take within your organization to boost your chances if you are in cybersecurity and aiming for that next promotion. Hey guys, my name is Tolulope Michael. I'm a cybersecurity expert and I've been a cybersecurity expert now for close to a decade, and I've helped a lot of people get into cybersecurity as well. Today, we're going to be looking at 5 actionable steps that you can take to help yourself to get promotion in cybersecurity in your organization. These tips are straightforward, actionable, and guaranteed to help you move up the career ladder within your organization in no time. So let's get started, shall we? I was having a chat with one of my mentees recently, and we somehow landed on the topic of getting promoted at work. See, the whole discussion just took me back to an experience from the early days of my career as an ethical hacker. As at that time, I had been working with that organization for about 5 years and had a very solid track record. There was even a time I discovered a vulnerability that would have cost the organization about $30 million. So when a promotion opportunity for a senior cybersecurity specialist opened up, even my colleagues were certain that I was the guy for the job. Initially, I was trying to play it cool and be humble and all that, but with time, I became confident too. Like, I have put in the work for this, and I was quite certain that no other person on my level had the skills or experience I was bringing to the table. However, when the promotion was announced, it went to someone with less experience but better visibility with upper management. To say I was devastated would be an understatement. I was absolutely deflated because the day before the announcement was made, I still had a chat with someone on the senior management team, and she practically told me I had nothing to worry about. So coupled with the disappointment, I felt like I had been deceived as well. I eventually had a conversation with her, and she made me realize the things that tipped the scale in the other guy's favor. It wasn't just about the work I was doing. It was also about how visible and how engaged I was with the management and the leadership team. Of course, at the time, I felt let down and all. But in retrospect, I see why everything played out that way, and I can totally respect the management's decision. If I were to be doing it all over again, these are the 5 things that I would definitely be doing more of, and I'm going to be giving it to you in this video for free. And number 1 will be taking initiative on projects. I know this is slightly debatable because some of us do this already and no promotion seems to be forthcoming. But hear me out. When I said take initiative on project, to start with, I don't in any way mean you should become that guy who is just all over the place doing things he has no business doing, or the guy doing too much to get attention. No, you need to be very strategic with this. What I mean is volunteer to lead or participate in important cybersecurity projects. The key word here being important. Doing this shows your leadership skills and willingness to take on responsibilities. Plus, it gives you exposure to higher management. And this is definitely not about sucking up to anyone or being a people pleaser. No. That won't take you very far in most cases. But if you want real results that translate to steady promotions in your career, volunteer to do the task that will get you noticed. For example, if your company is implementing a new security software, offer to oversee the project, okay? See, coordinating with different teams, setting deadlines, and even coming up with meetings and reports and ensuring a smooth implementation will demonstrate your project management skills. You get to be the main player, troubleshooting issues and ensuring that the deployment is seamless. This not only showcases your ability to manage complex tasks, but also highlights your problem-solving skills. In my case, I was the kind of person who would willingly lend a hand to the person leading a project. So what I should have done more was take on more tasks that will allow me to showcase these skills. And this is not being selfish. This is just proving your skills. The next thing I will do is develop and share best practices. In cybersecurity, not many people can handle leadership positions and excel at it. I often tell my students that the smaller leagues are oversaturated. You need to step up to really see the impact a career in cybersecurity can have on your life. There was this guy I worked with on a project with a few years ago. Brilliant guy, smart dude. He was barely in his 20s and quite driven. Compared to him, I started my career in cybersecurity quite late, and I was really interested in seeing him do well because I saw that he had the potential. So one day I asked him, where you work presently, what's stopping you from heading the team? He replied, my team lead is quite experienced and he's great with the team, so I don't think the management would be looking to replace him soon. I said, okay, but what if he leaves? Who is the next best person for the role? He responded with the name of one other guy on the team. So I asked him, is this guy better than you in any way? He thought about it for some minutes and couldn't really come up with a concrete answer. So I told him, if you can't get the best paying role in your team yet, you should be preparing to be the replacement the organization needs. Among other things, I told him to create and share best practices for cybersecurity protocols with his team. And this might come off as doing too much, but if you want the result others are not getting, you need to go the extra mile they are not going. It's that simple. Doing things like this not only showcases your expertise, but also positions you as a thought leader within your organization. I told him, have a bi-monthly plan to share information others will either want to hold on to or can't be bothered to tell others about. Just 4 months down the line, his team lead got another offer out of the blue, and who do you think was the replacement? This same guy who was the youngest on his team and didn't think he stood a chance. He got it. The truth is, when it comes to progress in life, there's room for overtaking. Trust me. You can come from behind and take charge, but it all boils down to how you position yourself. Let's say, for instance, you develop a comprehensive guide on secure password management, right, and present it during a team meeting. By improving your team security practices, you show your commitment to excellence and your proactive approach to safeguarding your organization's data. See, the aim here is to make yourself front of mind when important decisions need to be made within your organization, especially when it has to do with securing better positions. And hear me when I say this, success hardly ever happens by chance. You have to take deliberate steps in the direction you want your life to go. Action point number 3, enhance internal training programs. And before we go deep into this is the time where I tell you to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so, and give this video a thumbs up and a like. There's this thing we do in my team that we call a knowledge sharing session. What we do basically during this session is have a team member share something important that they've learned with the rest of the team. We do this once a month or thereabout. There's something you can introduce to your team as well. That is something you can introduce to your team as well. Or even take it a step further by initiating an internal training program. So you could offer to develop and deliver training sessions on cybersecurity. You know, whether it's topics like phishing awareness or secure coding, sharing your knowledge helps build a stronger team and highlight your expertise. I've worked with organizations before where I noticed a gap in the team's knowledge about phishing attacks. In response to that, I went ahead to develop an engaging training session on phishing simulation. At the end of the day, it led to an improved awareness and a significant reduction in successful phishing attempts, and even earned me recognition from the management. The training I developed include real-world scenarios, interactive quizzes, and a Q&A session to ensure that everyone understood the risk and how to avoid them. And to make it even more engaging, there were cash prizes to be won if you successfully scaled through phishing attempt. So what am I saying? Look out for a gap in your organization and think of innovative ways to fill those gaps. No organization, absolutely none, will be against implementing strategies that will help them prevent losses or improve overall output. And that's a huge opportunity for you. Number 4 action point on my list is improve incident response procedures. Another great way to make yourself a viable candidate for a promotion within your organization is by taking the initiative to review and enhance your organization's incident response plan. These proactive measures shows your commitment to safeguarding the organization and your ability to think strategically. For instance, if you see that there is a loophole that can be exploited in the current response plan, propose actionable improvement. It could be an improvement that will significantly reduce response time or minimize damage during a security incident. This might even involve conducting regular drills, updating response protocols, and ensuring that all team members are familiar with their roles during an incident. Your ability to improve on already existing processes and avert potential crises can lead to greater responsibilities and advancement. Like I often say, organizations want people who can think for them. Show yourself to be that kind of person, and the promotion will literally fall on your laps. And that brings us to the final actionable step that you can take towards getting promotion at work. Mentor junior team members. Of all the actionable steps that I've listed so far, this particular one is quite dear to me, because it doesn't just focus on growth for yourself alone, but also for those coming behind you. You know that saying, we rise by lifting others? Yes, this is where it comes into play. I can tell you for a fact that mentoring junior team members is one growth strategy that people are sleeping on. And if you have been sleeping on it too, it's time to wake up. See, when you invest in development of your junior colleagues, you are firstly creating a ripple effect of improvement and efficiency within your team. You're not just building skills, but also enhancing the capabilities of the entire team. And guess who gets the accolade for boosting the overall productivity of the team? You. Another awesome benefit to this is mentoring helps you to reinforce your own knowledge. So as you teach and guide others, you will find yourself gaining new insights and solidifying your understanding of the subject matter. I see it as the ultimate two-way street where both you and your mentee benefit greatly. Believe me, nothing screams future leader than mentoring your junior colleagues. Nothing. Companies value leaders who can inspire and cultivate talent, and you are already doing that just by this singular action. Just before we call it a wrap, let's do a quick recap of the actionable steps that you need to jump on right now to get that promotion. I said number 1, take initiative on project. Number 2, develop and share best practices. Number 3, enhance internal training programs. Number 4, improve incident response procedures. And lastly, mentor junior team members. I will quickly add this, all right? Opportunities are bound within your organization to showcase your potential and position yourself as the right person for the next promotion. You only need to spot and take advantage of them, okay? And with that, it's a wrap, guys. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more cybersecurity content. Also, share your own tips for getting promoted in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Stay safe and secure out there. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.